What up, party people? Welcome back to another episode of Controversial Album Covers. This is episode number 33, and this one is very timely considering everything that's going on in the news as of late. Here it is, UFO's Force It. It was released on July of 1975, and it is their fourth studio release. The album cover was designed by Hypnosis, which is spelled Hipgnosis. They saw that as graffiti on a building and they liked it, so they kept it. And Hypnosis is comprised of Storm Thurgenson, Aubrey Powell, and Peter Christopherson. We're going to focus on Peter for this one, and we'll get to the other ones in later episodes. We're focusing on Peter because he was also known as Peter Sleazy Christopherson in the band Throbbing Gristle, which was also started and formed in 1975, when he'll come back to him in just a minute. Now, if you're not familiar with Hypnosis's previous work or current work, you absolutely are familiar with their work. If you've ever walked into a music shop in the last 50 years, they have done pretty much all of the UFO covers in the 70s. They did T-Rex's Electric Warrior. They did AC/DC's Dirty Deeds, Def Leppard, Climax Chicago, Sabbath Technical Ecstasy, and of course, pretty much every Pink Floyd cover ever done. In fact, that's kind of where they got their start. Pink Floyd had asked them to do a cover, and bada boom, bada bing. There you go. Now, the cover on this had some issues because of the nudity, and there's not a lot of nudity, it's just more suggestive. And they felt that it was a breach of decency standards for the sexes, and for a long time, they didn't know who the models were or what sexes the models were. And so for the early initial US release, they were kind of invisible. You'll see it here where you could kind of see them, but not really. They're almost like ghosts. And then later on, you could get this one. And the cover for the name of the album, Force It, is actually a pun for faucet. Get it? There's a ton of faucets on here. Faucet, 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 Force It. I did not know that until I started doing research on this. Now, later on, like I said, when they came out, they didn't know who the models were. It was found out several years later that the models were actually Genesis P. Orridge and Kosi Fanny Tootie, who are also members of Throbbing Gristle. So it begs the question, which came first, Throbbing Gristle or this photo shoot? I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there will know, but I think you should go out and listen to this because the UFOs are coming, man. I'll see you on the next one.